Hello, welcome back to another vlog entry from myself. Today I am off to Bristol and I am into the next stage of my shoulder recovery. I say shoulder, chest, shoulder, lat. It's whatever's going on that's stopping me from allowing to train, and particularly press. If you've watched any of the training videos, you've seen that my pressing, particularly at the minute, is just really not happening at all. I've had physio, I've had chiropractor sessions, and while that's helps it in the meantime, when I come to train, there's not been any improvement for the last 3 weeks now, and so I can't carry on with it being how it is. So I'm on my travels. This is going to be my second session now today at Elevate Chiropractors in Bristol, with a great guy called Gus, who is sort of more of like a nerve specialist to try and help to see what's actually going on. In my last session, it was trying to figure out where I was sort of weak in the areas, and there was some real fine movements he was trying to make me do that I just couldn't, and holds and things like that, trying to strength test basically. So he gave me some confidence that he would be able to put me in the right direction in terms of how to get it working how I need it working. The most frustrating thing is I don't actually know what I've done. This isn't like an injury in the gym where I did something and then I have to go to get physio. This just came on. What I can remember, I was at a PCA show with a client and staying in like a hotel bed, and then traveling, and I had a tight sort of neck and back from that, and then from there it's just the upper body sessions have just gone downhill. So fingers crossed, I am actually going to start getting somewhere with this, because it is extremely frustrating. We've called this series as such my pursuit for mass, and this is stopping that effectively. The goal was to do this to then lead on into a prep, but as of right now, if I'm not able to train how I know I need to train and how I want to train, quite frankly it's just not going to happen. So not to pin all my hopes on this, but we've got to try and get it figured out. I spoke to Loz. Loz is back training with us now, very gratefully, and he's had his fair share of injuries and upset, and you have to try and persevere. You have to try and do whatever you can to try and get on top of injuries and niggles like this. So I'll try and get what footage I can from today, and see you guys a bit of an idea. Any comments, any questions you guys have, please let me know, and catch up soon. So as we got into the treatment side here, obviously before this, done all the usual paperwork, signs, symptoms, what I knew I've done, and all the usual stuff in terms of if you ever had any sort of physiotherapy or chiropractor work before. There's a bit of paperwork on your first session, and then now he's sort of beginning to suss out where the problem areas are. This is the strength testing that I was talking about. So this is on my left hand side to begin with, so he's got a sort of idea of what the good side is feeling like, and you'll see he's asking me to move my head around in different positions. Comes on to the right hand side, my head to lift up and my arms still stay strong. As I look to the top, you'll see he adds a little bit of pressure, and I'm not quite able to keep my arm up in position. He knew what that meant. I'm not going to try and tell you everything that I just don't know about, but he's explaining to me the issues and what he can see from that strength test, and then we shall get into some other treatment after this.
Turn your head to the right for me. Don't let me push down. Good. And then relax down. It's good to be fine. We can find it, we can fix it.
So, I mean, that was all through that top shoulder pec that I sort of felt there was the issue.
Yeah. Similar to what you've been feeling when you've been pressing.
Yeah. Very high.
Yeah.
I can still contract and press more through this side better than I can this side.
Let's go here, keep the arm there, don't let me move it real strong. More strong as you can. Turn the hand in this way for me. Don't let me move it real strong. Now bring the arm right to here. Keep it in this position and try and pull it out. Don't let me move it. And again. Okay. Lift your head up for me. Tilt the head backwards as far as you can. Turn the head to the right for me. And relax. Here, don't let me pull out, go strong. And again. Strong. You kind of, which is really common for people that are super strong, you've got that initial contraction for like half a second, you're kind of holding it and then it fades. Whereas this side, you can hold that quite easily. So you've got that initial kind of big contraction to try and counteract what I'm doing, but then it starts to.
And that's what I was finding. I could press and I'd be like, right, go on, try.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, no, it's literally not going to go. And I've been used to fighting reps before, like, you know, and you see people grinding out for the rep, and you have to keep pressing, but there's just nothing on this side at all.
An adaptation around that. Because it's got a job to do and it's not doing it fully. So let's go here.
So then we came on to a similar test now for the lower body. You can see on the one hand side I held quite well, but the left actually struggled with holding my left leg up and out. Right hand is pretty strong, but left they just didn't seem to have that same resistance. I queried that in the way that nerves and muscles sort of work from left to right, so your right arm's down to your left and your left arm's over down to your right leg. Like I say, I'm not going to try to get any further into that. That's the limit of my knowledge and understanding. But again, Gus was very good at explaining to me here that I went in there with a certain problem, but there was other bits and bobs that was also worth looking at, and other weak points that he was going to try and adjust and sort of reset back into place with me. Really good, really insightful, informative. Good old body parts and skeletons that he brings out here to just again talk me through where I'm having the issues, what nerves are running through the spine, at what junction, the sort of problem areas were. Mine he sort of was feeling through my neck a lot, and particularly on the right hand side at the very top, like one of the first vertebra, just really tight and really stiff. And when he actually manipulated me and give me a bit of a crack and a pop, bloody hell, it felt great. It felt like he really loosened off whatever the issue was. But yes, got to try and keep on top of it. So I'll leave this video here. I'll just let it run out. I don't really think you'll see too much more now, because he's obviously going to pull on my head and neck and you can't quite see that. But yes, this is Elevate Chiropractors in Bristol. Anyone who's interested, check them out. And thanks for watching.